Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Ottomans in European Universalis 4. So, here we are. Nice little empire we have going. And, well, just starting off from the last episode. So, we haven't chosen our idea group yet. I've just realised that. And I have no idea what I want to take. I could take, say, administrative, for the reduced coring cost. And the ability to use mercenaries much more efficiently and so on. And it gives more states as well, which is going to be pretty crucial to our empire in the long run for a simple reason. We're going to be going into lots of land. Ooh. I'll take... Where is Terhala? If it has a good trade good. Terhala. Is that it? Terhala. So, that's modifiers. What am I doing? Where is this? It's in Greece. Okay, so that's grain. It's orthodox and it's owned by the Dhimmi, who give it more tax. So, invest in tax. There we go. Now, for the idea group, I need to decide, and I need to decide soon. So, I might be going for more conquest, but I think I'll take administrative for the fact that, even though I am a bit low on admin points, the second idea in it will help deal with that. Like, I've already got this, but this will reduce it by over 50% now, because, you know, that. And there's also administrative tech cost in the long run. So it is a good idea group to take, I think, for me right now. Now, oh, well, that is brilliant. I needed that. It just helps. So, am I ahead in Ortex? Yeah, I may as well take the next idea I can. Now, Funge down here is just being a pain in the ass. They're not letting me peace... Wait. Oh yeah, I have to redo all the peace offer, don't I? So, I want to take all of the Mamluks, which is pretty easy really, because, you know, they're not in a state to really decline, nor can they fight back. Send the fools away, lose more piety. Brilliant. Now I can begin converting some stuff, but no real point, it's all tolerated. Now I will be going for more wars over here. I'll be taking Baghdad in the next one, which is pretty good. Oh, have you allied someone now, or have you not? Bukhara is still your ally, Tabaristan and Ardalan, because Ardalan's gonna do good, guys. So, I'll be definitely taking more of Arabia soonish. But I think, in the long run, I'm also going to definitely go further into North Africa. 100% guaranteed. Castile's made a bit of a recovery, I think, as well, which is nice to see. So what else is there to consider? The Golden Horde is somehow... It had a civil war, and then it pulled itself back from the brink, and now it's this little... It's a pretty sizable state. Normally the Golden Horde just falls apart and dies horribly, but here we go, we have a semi-success. Oh. You have a Timur on your throne. He's not doing all that badly. He is allied to the Timurids, who are not, you know, the strongest nation in the world. But that's because they keep falling apart. Bukhara could screw them both over, though, by itself, I think. Now, what else is there to consider? I think Bukhara actually won its war against Muscovy, because I think this used to be Muscovian here. And, let's see, yep, Muscovy has a core on it. Muscovy was beaten by Bukhara, which I find pretty hilarious. That is real good. Now, if this war lasts 5 years and Funge does nothing, which is where it's seemingly going to go, this started a while ago. Oh, look, they'll accept it. So that earns me a whole lot of prestige and a lot of overextension. So I need to core all of this, but look at the cost. 26. Oh, look at that. I have a claim, I am Milits. Look at that. It barely costs anything for what it is actually worth. Does that put me over 1,000? Almost. So I'm nearly at 1,000 development, which would mean I could technically, especially with this prestige, be an actual empire. Now, at the rate things are going, it looks like I'm going to get this next idea, land force limit modifier, and so on and so on. But the thing is, the unrest is really low. And it's good for me, overall. All of this is very easily coped with. Did I take... Yeah, I took the indirect rule, which helps reduce separatism. I am in a good position. The thing is, once all of the overextension goes away, that'll be practically none. Now there is going to be a potential rebellion up here, but I've got a guy nearby. Can you stand in these other provinces? Yep, he can. So I'm going to put him in Sinjar because it's going to be a bit more central. You can go to all of this territory right around here. Now there is likely going to be a war with a Dao before QQ, but I think I do want to wait a little if I am going to go for that. Now a Dao owns a bunch of Arabia. I want that bunch of Arabia. Now I'm losing a little bit of money from rooting out corruption, but once all of that corruption's gone, I'll be all good. So Iraqi separatists, look at them. They're not gonna do very well. I'll lose the ducats, thank you. And all of that's almost called, so there we go. And it's all gone. Goodbye, overextension. It was nice knowing you. Boom. Wait, is it in... Yep, it is the 8th of January, and there we go. So unrest went right back down. We're all good. So, I own all of Egypt. This is pretty much the extent the historical Ottomans were at, bar this here, and I think they may have gone further in this area here, and so on. Now, these will not... They'll take a while, and I can actually just sit the army in here. I'll split it in half, because that'll be worthwhile, I think. That should reduce it to below 1.3. There, it's gone. Now, there's 2 more that could rebel, but they'll go in the next thing or so. Now, I can get Grand Army, and I think it'll be worthwhile, because this is heavily in... Ooh, I've lost an advisor. I want one back, thank you. Better. So I'll get the Grand Army, which is a force limit modifier. That's going to be good in the long run. More so when I can actually afford it. Now if I added 10k to each army, which I do plan to do eventually, I'll have 90,000, which is going to be a nice bit of strength. Of the Royal Baroque. Ooh. Suleiman the First. This is not Suleiman the First. This is Hamdan the First. Expand. That'll give me until her death, which is, you know, not quite that soon. Now this would give me 50 admin now. This would give me effectively 100 stability worth. And the thing is, she is going to die soon and be replaced by her heir who has a good admin. Now I don't want to reduce the bureaucracy, so I'm just going to go with limited reforms and hope she holds on a little longer. Are you sure you can do that? You're not... Well, he is calling in a whole... Oh, that's why he might be doing that. You are fighting Oman, Hassa and Multan. Why? Because Oman declared on something. Yeah, the Golden Horde might have an issue. But yeah, you're really old. I should have probably taken the stability, but I want the admin, and I hopefully want to be able to get another idea or two. Hopefully I'll be able to get this here soon enough. And I do have another plan or two for where I'm going to invade next. Now I can go here, but there is also the option of going into Arabia and into North Africa, and I could try to push into Europe, though that comes with its own whole set of risks. Namely, Europe is going to be very pissed off if I try it. And why? Who are you fighting? You're fighting Telemecan. Why? Telemecan believes they can beat you, do they? Who have they called in? How is this a fair war? Oh, it's Morocco's on your side. So basically, East versus West in North Africa. And at this moment in time, it seems like the East is winning quite substantially. Yes, that is pretty much the situation. Now, I could push for the end of humanist ideas, which will produce its own little advantage, in the form of the idea cost reduction, which will actually be, it'll be best to finish these ideas off, then go down the administrative route. Okay, Hungary, you do that. So what else is there to consider? Okay, so 4 years for each one, people sample, within, okay, that can happen. But I will I might begin converting things eventually. That I can convert. I might even try and remove the dhimmi eventually. Now, I don't need all the forts I have, but they actually help with military tradition at the moment. And I'm not fighting a war every 3 seconds, so it's actually best to have some of it, at least. Now, I can't quite... Well, I could probably afford a big, substantial upgrade, but I can't actually sustain it in terms of the land. So I'm going to see, just get the claims out of the way. I'm going to claim on Jeddah. So that's okay. Now over here I can claim Baghdad, which is a pretty expensive, pretty rich province when you're at... Oh yeah, I can also take a mission. I keep forgetting things. Actually, I just gain an automatic claim on things down here. Why did I not take that? I am an idiot. So that gives claims on 2 more provinces. Accept demands, which is lose admin or lose prestige. I have tons of prestige, I can afford to lose a little. Now Jazan I can claim on next, which will be alright, and I can also claim this down here. Mocha will be worth more to claim, so I'll probably claim that. And try and eat all of it. So you're allied with Funj as well, and Kilwa. So you're actually allied to some pretty strong nations down there. The thing is, I'm going to be ahead of tech in all ways possible, and I'm also going to have better units. So you're still at 3. You're just awful. You're at 9, so you're actually pretty threatening, and you're at 8. I'm at 10, and I'm pretty much ahead by a lot, really. So, what are their numbers looking like? Funj is practically irrelevant. So, Ming has more than me, but that's normal really, because it's Ming. So, Adao has 16,000. Not bad, but it's smaller than one of my armies. And I scored past Kilwa, didn't I? Yep, they have... well, it looks like they have 20,000, but they've lost some somehow. Are you fighting? You were recently fighting. Okay. I can basically just send 2 armies down there and I'll be able to win. Now you're gonna go down the coast and effectively crush Adao's mainland. I take all of this with this guy here. Now he is a good siege leader, so he could be useful. Now I do want to make states, actually. I should probably actually make a few. Because there's a few states really everywhere that I could make. For example, Palestine, which is actually a moderately large state. This will cost a certain amount of maintenance, so on, so on. This here is a few rich states. Now these do... I'm gonna get one here just to grab these provinces. Really. And I shouldn't have done that actually. I should... Up there, they went just then. That actually puts me at moderate risk of a certain thing. I need to save up admin urgently. Because I could easily get internal conflicts if my stability, well, my certain things go down even more. Now, legitimacy is thankfully high. Now, you want land, the Umara. Bazork, okay, you do that. So Bazork is where? I have no idea. In all honesty, that doesn't really bother me. The Pope has excommunicated the ruler of Genoa. That is nice to know. So the Umara want land. I could give them Rashid, I could give them Alexandria, I could give them this. These each have their little fair bit of development, and it should satisfy them for actually a little bit of time. So I'm going to put them here for the moment, hope that keeps them all right. Get stability up before, well, I could call this, but it doesn't give overextension, it's not a true core as of yet. Oh yeah, I'm also going to want to, like, kick your ass. Ah, yes! Yes! That gives me prestige, legitimacy, and lots of admin power. And that admin power is actually quite needed right now. And it also means I can take this and then this, which is going to be a very substantial thing. Now, these guys are not too happy, it seems. Van and Iskandria. Here. Oh yeah, they have additional separatism, I believe, due to a certain event related to a certain kingdom that got recently excommunicated. Now, I'm gonna... Ooh, you've lost Kilowar as an ally, have you? How bad? I'm also going to just put a claim... Can I claim his... I believe I can claim his... No, I cannot. Okay. Hilla. Now, he's having a little bit of fun up there, which is alright. So, I'll be declaring on a Dow now. And I'll be going to take Jeddah. But Assur is actually a fort. But, since I am unmatched militarily, he is not going to be able to win. Now, I don't know how much Arabia is worth. It is worth considering. All sorts of things. Now, I want you to sort of stay there and deter his armies from coming up. Now, if I were to take all of this, it's not expensive land. It would cost me less than 100. So I can nearly finish out the admin ideas. Cost reducing war reduction. That's occurred. I could use that later on, maybe. Ethiopia has also decided they want to pounce upon them, which is perfectly alright. Now, I'll get humanist tolerance, and that'll be that. So, you're sieging Assur down. That's gonna not take too long, hopefully. Now, I can easily crush Ethiopia if I need to. If he decides he wants to go into Arabia for some weird reason, like snaking through, crush him. Now, I don't really need to slow down for this war either. I just need to get the fort down, occupy all of this. Maybe kick some ass. I don't know. Now, that's going to give a fair bit of attrition, I think, actually. Oh yeah, I can also find... Let's just call you and get you out of the way. Oh, that's actually got enough development that I can set an army there. Nice. So once this is fallen, I'll just occupy all of this quickly and I should be able to just finish the war up with brutal speed. So split in half. I'm going to keep 10,000 here, to move to there, just in case. There shouldn't be any armies over here, though. So that pretty much guarantees the end of the war. In a timely manner. Now I could take these provinces here as well to like establish that I own this. You do not even try. But in all honesty, I don't really want to do that. So he is still refusing because I haven't got all that much war score. I'm going to go and siege his capital down. Either way, though, this is pushing the episode time a little, but let's see. Shall we? Alodia is there. You're going where? Let them. I still get -3 out of it most of the time. Well, that's the case in, you know... Well, it's only -2 actually. Base value, legitimacy. Didn't the Ottomans have a certain... That is the trait, actually, for... This, isn't it? I just took their capital. They still do not want to give up. Though not by much. Give up. There we go. So guess who now owns all of the area in Arabia that used to belong to a non-Arabian country? That made no sense. Either way, that is all of that. I can core all of it now, and that's that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, where hopefully we'll be able to, first of all, begin wiping the floor with the Ottomans. Second of all, begin wiping the floor with QQ again. And maybe we'll just start our push into Africa. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.